once again, we are back in the building, live at Studio 225 on this beautiful Sunday afternoon in February.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
February,
It's unseasonal.
Yeah.
You know,
It really feels good outside. I ain't gonna lie.
for sure, man.
Black History Month feeling real good.
Yeah, man.
Started off right.
Yeah, man.
It's pretty much it's almost that
It's
time.
almost
You know, you got the
baseball
Super Bowl coming up. You know, you got the NBA All-Star game and all of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then right after that,
Yeah.
it's gonna be time to start swinging them bats, man, and putting them gloves on and shit, man, and take me out to the ball game, you know. But yeah, man, we about to get right into this interview, man. It's your boy Dro,
DC.
Chris in the building.
and we have a very special guest right here. He is an assistant coach for Firestone High School's baseball team. He's played Division I baseball at Akron U. And he's coaching the youth. He has a new baseball program that he's running that he wants to talk about that, you know, the kids in the city need to get in tune with, especially kids that look like us. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
How y'all doing? I'm Donny Brooks, Coach Brooks, the creator, CEO of the Akron Baseball Project Incorporated. This month makes 7 months, nonprofit organization.
Mm-hmm.
And we had our first camp last year in August, right before the school year started. It was a pretty good turnout. It was an introductory to bring baseball to the city, 100% Black owned to the city.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
man.
that's big. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. So tell us about it, man. You've been getting a lot of recognition over these last 7 months.
You about to get the what?
A little bit.
You get a lot of recognition.
Yeah, that shit wasn't about to come out, bro. That's them shots, man.
A little bit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Honestly, since after August of last year, everything's been moving from September to as of last Sunday.
Yeah.
Got invited to Neo's champagne tour.
That's
He
dope.
came to the Blossom and he kicked it off then, and then to the Tacos and Tequila Fest in Canton with T.I., Twista,
Rick
etc.
Ross and all-
Rick
yeah.
Ross, 2 Chainz.
Mhm.
And the Akron Baseball Project got invited.
Right.
That's dope.
And I showed up and had a couple celebs share my business cards on their Snapchat.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's
then
always
from
a
there, the city of Akron, the mayor's office, they invited me to the inauguration of the youngest and first man of color of Akron.
Right.
So I was a special guest for that top of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, it was the Akron Beacon Journal, the reporter,
Right.
Channel 5 News, Fox 8. Month to month, it's been the Akron Baseball Project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, you talking your shit right now, my guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
most definitely.
for sure.
Yeah,
Talk
yeah,
that shit.
I'm trying to set him up for the layup, man. You know what I'm saying? The word came out wrong, but you know what I'm saying? But we got in the right place.
And just as recently on Sunday, PBS, and we all know about that, PBS Kids. So
Yeah.
Western Reserve and the first African American to represent PBS in baseball in Akron ever. Happy Black History Month, by the
Yeah,
way.
for
yeah,
sure.
most definitely,
For
most
sure.
definitely.
Shout out to homegirl, journalist Shay, too. She was part of that, too.
Yes.
Yeah, she's the homie. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, man. So we've been talking about you came the last time when we was talking about the program you had then. That was the very first program that you had.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And like every started program, you know what I'm saying, everything wasn't all the way in place. You know what I'm saying? But this one, the most recent ones, you know what I'm saying? Tell us about them.
So I started promoting for my first winter clinic, which will be February 24th, last Saturday of this month. I've been promoting since last year in November. What I learned from my first one is never rush the process. What's so funny, I went to church this morning and the pastor said it's a process
Right.
and you can't rush perfection.
Mm-hmm.
You have to start somewhere. And I took my time with the winter clinic, with sponsors, with coaches. Speaking of coaches, the coaches and players that will be at the winter clinic are former African-American D1 and softball players. I have Marlon Somerville. Thank you. Lynette Scott, assistant Firestone softball coach for Firestone. Thank you. I have the athletic director for Akron Youth Baseball Program Operations, Marcus Jennings. Have his son as well. He's a D1 prospect. He goes to Holben.
Right.
Okay.
So also I have the head coach for Garfield High School. He's coming to coach. So that's just to name a few. All professional talent coming for the Akron Baseball Project to give back to these kids. That's what it's about.
Yeah,
And
that's big.
education as well in this sport. And I want the kids to take everything we learn on the field, the turf field, and incorporate it in the classroom.
Okay, that's what's up. That's big, bro. So what are the dates and the venue that this event is being held?
So for February, it's the 24th,
Mm-hmm.
2024, from 1:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. at the AB Pitching Academy. That is
Yeah.
on 2420 Wedgewood Drive in Akron, Ohio.
Yes, sir.
And you register. People have been watching, but it is Cash Out Home Run 32. You put ABP, which will be Akron Baseball Project, in the notes, your child's name and age. And that's how you register. We have 12 slots left. The total number will be 50 players. So I feel that I'll hit that number within the next week and a half.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. That is dope as hell, man. It's, to see kids that look like us out there playing baseball, because it seems like it's becoming less and less of us out there interested in the sport. Because in Akron, it's more so, with the LeBron thing, it's basketball. And then we got some guys that's in the NFL that come from the city. But there's no notable player from Akron that has made it to the majors, at least not in recent times,
I did have a couple tryouts for the majors.
Yeah, right.
So
right.
that was a little buzz 10 years ago.
How did that go?
It went good, but one thing that they don't tell you with these MLB tryouts is that they're looking for pitchers. I'm not a pitcher.
Yeah.
So they're inviting 200 players all in America to get their numbers up.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not smacking home runs at BP at the MLB with every pitch and you're a positional player, they're not going to get you.
Yeah.
And that was my, I won't even say problem. That wasn't where I was landing. They give you 16 pitches. I hit 5 home runs. If a player is smacking 16 home runs in a row, he's on steroids.
Period.
So or some type of substance.
Yeah.
No one's doing that naturally.
Yeah.
So, and then as well with these MLB tryouts, the percentage of African Americans is down. This year, they're at 7.3%.
Sheesh.
Right.
So the Black Latinos are taking over.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure.
So, and a lot of people tend to think when they say black, it's us. No, it's African American.
Mm.
So those numbers, like I mentioned last year, the only African American on the Cleveland Guardians / Indians is Tristan McKenzie. Out of 40 players, 1. So you may have one on each MLB team. That's like 30 African Americans out of 1,000.
Right.
In comparison to the NFL and the NBA, which I think the NFL is 75 or 70% black, and the
Yeah,
NBA is
somewhere
80, 85% black.
Yeah.
That is crazy. That's a crazy discrepancy.
But the one thing that is lacking is that NFL and NBA, it's not black owned.
Right.
So the players making whatever amount of money, the owners making quadruple that.
For sure.
And
that's right.
Jerry West is still the face. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That was when basketball was all one predominantly ethnicity.
Yeah. Yeah. Even Jerry West said he think Kobe should be the logo.
Right. Kobe, Jordan, somebody.
Yeah.
Bill Russell, he got the most rings. I mean, why
Yeah.
not him?
Why not Brian? Fuck it.
Right.
I take it.
Akron kid.
Yeah,
I
for
take that.
sure.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So you are coaching the Firestone Falcons
Yes.
this upcoming season, man. What are your expectations for the team? What are your expectations for this season?
I would say, since we're the defending champions of the city, I would say focus on the fundamentals. Champions tend to get complacent.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And a little cocky.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I want them to stay hungry. It's always hard to repeat. And then if you repeat, then you talk about a three-peat. And that's even harder.
Yeah.
So just stay humble. That's what I would say. And Let's focus on the season, taking one practice, one game at a time.
For sure.
Yeah, man. All right, so I'm signing my kid up. I cash tapped you the money. It's that time for the season, man. What am I expecting my $40 to provide for my child?
What you will expect is that we will be teaching more than just the fundamental, hitting a ball, catching a ball. We're going to show different ways how to catch a ball, of what you will learn 2-3 years down the line instead of at the beginner stages. Like T-ball, they don't teach you a backhand. They don't teach you a sidearm. They just teach you keep the ball in front of you. Everybody
Hands
knows
down,
that.
keep the ball-
I mean,
yeah, right.
everybody knows that.
Right.
So if I'm teaching you a backhand, those are techniques that you learn coach pitch. Maybe not even coach pitch. I'll say 4th, 5th grade,
Yeah.
not 5, 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're going to be teaching these kids so that they're ahead of the game when they're facing their competition. And we already know who the competition is in baseball. That's getting these fundamentals at 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
So by the time they're 10, they're already a prospect.
Right.
And that's why baseball is still that you can graduate high school and go to the MLB.
Mm-hmm.
So they're by 10, they're already better than some high school players.
Yeah.
That's freshmen. And they're in the 5th grade.
It's crazy. It's real shit, man. It's fucking 13, 14-year-old pitchers just throwing heat.
Yeah, out here killing
Like,
shit.
yeah, on the young side.
And that's the thing too with our city. If we had, well, now we do, resources. The Akron Baseball Project is resources.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we have our fields. We have indoor facilities. Thing with Northeastern Ohio, baseball is a 8-month sport out west. Over here is 3 to 6 months at best with the weather like this.
Right.
But that's not Ohio.
Yeah.
So you got a good 3 to 4 months of baseball outside. And then when that's over, or you seem to get bored with the sport. But if you're playing 6 to 8 months out the year, you're staying busy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what drove me for the Akron Baseball Project. I want to give these kids resources that I didn't have growing up for baseball.
Mm-hmm.
It was always happened to go out to Stowe, Talmadge, Hudson, Fairlawn. I mean, it continues to play on their fields and their facilities when we have these facilities in Akron, which I found.
Right.
And they're there. You just have to search for them.
Yeah.
And so that's what I want to bring the city of Akron, not just West Akron.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So talking about West Akron and stuff, man. A lot of these programs you said they're like starter programs, pretty much.
Correct.
Introductory, like how the introductions to fucking I know to how we make how to play the sport or whatever, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not knocking any particular leagues or anything like that.
No.
Why do you say that?
Well, I am a product of Wobble. And
what is Wobble for people out there that don't know?
Wobble, WABL, West Akron Baseball League.
Right. Okay.
So I started playing when I was 4. That would be 1995. So I played for Wobble from 95 to the year 2000. Shout out to my mom. She quickly took me out of Wobble. It wasn't going to get me to the show or let alone D1.
Right.
Okay.
So I started playing travel ball.
Okay.
Still lived in the neighborhood. 691 Calisovo, Channelwood.
Right.
So born and raised, first 13 years, and then I moved to the west side from 13 to 18, Pocatello High School.
Okay.
And Reedinger Middle School.
Yeah.
So I was still, for my people, I would still come home every weekend, and I would just see the difference of how these travel teams play than how we play over here.
Right.
These travel teams, the coaches, they were former prospects for the MLB. The coaches were pitchers. They blew their rotator cuffs out, but they were prospects. Right. So they're bringing that knowledge to the kids. Mm-hmm. In our hometown, when it comes to baseball, they weren't prospects, or they weren't the best high school baseball phenom,
right,
or etc. And I got tired of it because we're so much more than just a two-headed beast when it's basketball and football and Akron. I mean, we're so much more. You got baseball, soccer, tennis. I mean, we could do anything. Golf.
Yeah.
I mean,
we got some people from that left out of here and did good.
They did all of that,
and
track,
tennis. Yeah,
everything.
we do it all. Yeah, hell yeah.
And I just want to give the city something different, and that's why I've been collaborating with the best minds of baseball in our city.
For sure.
That's what's up. So yeah, man. Spring training. When does this begin?
Spring training will start February 18th, 2024.
For sure. What does spring training entail? Like, what are you looking for as far as players to make the cut?
Typically, for our team, for Firestone, we've been conditioning since November. So tryouts is November 19th and February 19th and February 21st for JV and varsity, and then final decisions be made the 23rd of February because they've been practicing and working out since last year in November.
So they already got an idea of where everybody's at.
And we usually have about a 30 to 40 player turnout every Monday and Wednesday.
Okay.
And practices are from 6 to 8.
For sure. Now, I know we bouncing around a little bit, but what would you say is a difference between your program and Wobble?
The difference is that I want to save these kids. And what I mean by save is that do something outside of the box when it comes to baseball, of course. And then also I'm teaching education in the game to apply in the classroom while we're playing. Like, for example, a lot of kids in our hood don't even know how many inches a baseball field is. It's 360. Right. That's math. How do you hold your arm when you're pitching at a 90-degree angle?
Right.
And so
right.
all of that is not being taught. But these travel ball teams, they're teaching that. That's what I learned. So that's what I'm going to teach on the field, during practices, during our clinics, during our camps, during personal training. That's what we're doing. And like I've been saying, it's the black dollar, keeping it in our community.
Yeah.
And I've had this vision since I was in high school. I told myself once I got done playing the game as a player, I wanted to start my own baseball organization for my city. And here we are.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
That is to be saluted.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, you had some issues a couple of days back.
I did.
What I'm saying? You want to talk about it?
Yes. So there was a post that was posted on the 31st of January. So less than a week ago.
On Facebook, right?
Correct. On social media, Facebook. And a woman was pretty much asking a question saying, how come I don't hear about baseball in the community, but I always hear about football and basketball? Mm-hmm. So I didn't know anything about the post. Right. So I got tagged in it. Mm-hmm. And they gave me a salute saying, you know what, my boy Donny Brooks, he got this program, people that look like us, etc. And then a few comments down the line, you got somebody from Wobble. Oh no, he's not the only one. I am. Nobody, everybody think you a football coach, bro.
Right.
I mean, clearly no one thinks I'm one. Right, I mean, I walk and breathe the game 365, not just 35 or 68, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Like I said, I've been playing this game my whole life. From the age of 4, I'm 32.
Yeah.
That's my whole life, pretty much. So, I mean, and I had a little Tykes plastic bat and ball, so technically my whole life.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
At the toddler ages. So
you've been playing the game a lot longer than you wasn't playing.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you have he mentioned my name in his 4-paragraph essay as a comment with a bunch of run-on sentences, by the way. And someone else from the organization sent me a personal message in my inbox. Mind you, I blocked this person a couple months ago.
Okay. And okay, so yeah, let's start there.
Okay.
A couple months ago, you reached out, right?
I reached out back in September of 2023.
Okay.
So almost 6 months ago.
Yeah, and what did you reach out for?
I was saying, hey man, I was thinking we should combine our resources. Let's merge.
Right.
This person from Wobble told me, I asked them, what are you looking for in a merger? What are the criteria? And just not to get complacent, I want us to benefit for both. His response was, you have to have something to bring to the table. We have to see a plan that has been netting something pretty much, etc. So I said, hey man, I have all that. When can we have a sit down? He said, I'll talk to you soon. This is September 26th. I sent him my flyer for my camp December 11th. Talk to you soon. What, after the holidays? I mean, we're September.
Right.
This is December 11th that I hit you up. So I sent him my flyer saying slots will fill up soon. His response says, I already have my own. Okay. I said, hey man, I was just reaching out to see if you wanted to, pretty much be a positive to this. Like I came to your clinic 2 years ago to show love.
Right.
Yeah.
And they were at Ed Davis at the time, back in 2022 in February. It was a free clinic in the gym.
Yeah.
Right.
And he also put that in his comment saying, oh, Donny don't rock with us. I see why he's trying to use our name for gain. Excuse me. I don't need to use your name for gain. Clearly, y'all been watching me, seeing me in the paper, seeing me, the reporter, the Akron Beacon, PBS Kid. I mean, you're seeing me. I'm not seeing you.
Right.
So you have other members of Wobble contacting me saying that, oh, Donny, you threw shade. This is what I'm talking about. We try to lend you a hand to be an umbrella. So you're telling me that y'all Walmart and I'm Sam's Club? No, I'm not your umbrella.
Right.
Akron Baseball Project is the umbrella.
Right.
100% black owned. That's what's our problem. And then the person from Wobble says, oh, we're more than just a one-day camp. Okay. So he's taking shots. And the thing is, you have to start somewhere. The difference is you are giving your foundation and your blueprint, because Wobble has been established since 1957. People, come on, my African Americans, do your research. This organization has been around before black people had their rights in America. We didn't get our rights till 1964. Black folks couldn't play in Wobble to the 80s. Come on, man. Understand the concept of this game.
Right.
Know everything. It's only being told a piece of the story.
Right.
It's easy to Google. When was Wobble founded? When was Wobble established? It'll tell you. I looked it up, 1957.
Right.
Yeah.
We were still down south.
Yeah.
We weren't even up north. So with that being said, also in that comment that the young lady posted, he said that I went to one of his clinics and he's trying to use the name like I coached with him. Long and behold, I was an assistant coach for Jamie King with Wobble. That was my first coaching job as an assistant coach years ago, 2016, 2017, long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So he doesn't know all of that.
Right.
But he tried to make it seem like something else. And like I said, I have the receipts of all our messages. Have the receipts all here.
Right.
And it's like 30 of them. And then another associate of the organization reached out and told me I'm throwing shade because I said in my comment, I'm 100% black owned and everything free is not always of value. And that's the truth. I never said whatever someone's mind wants to conjure up, because if you read it, if you can comprehend or not, once again, I said everything with value Sorry, everything free is not always with value.
Yeah.
I didn't say all. I said almost. Almost is not all.
Right.
So maybe you have to go back to English class to maybe understand that word. I don't know. But we're not going to twist my words around because people think of shade. I'm sorry that you feel shaded.
Yeah.
But I'm focused on a bigger picture. I'm not focused on just West Akron or East Akron. I'm focused on taking over the city of Akron, then the state of Ohio.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we need baseball in Ohio. Chicago has baseball.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're the windy city, they call it. And we get their win too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, I just wanted to clear the air with that. I don't have too much time to really spend on
Yeah. We ain't gotta. Yeah.
Yeah, but I will say this, just to conclude that portion, of a really good way to settle things would be you put your squad together, he puts his squad together, y'all
Do
meet
something
on
for
a
the
mutual field,
Yeah.
and y'all teams just go at it.
Do something for
You
the city.
know, do
man.
something for the city. Motherfuckers get behind it. You know what I mean? Maybe get a little
Get your little
sponsorship
bit.
for the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would be dope as hell.
Maybe possibly raise money for both.
Yeah,
organizations.
whoever wins gets bragging rights. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
They
And
might
I
have
do
it
want
Do it again next year.
Wobble to succeed, you
Yeah,
know,
for sure.
because that was my, like I said in my comment, that was my startup.
Mhm.
That was the foundation.
Right.
And if I didn't have that, who knows if I would have made D1? Who knows if I would have played travel ball?
Yeah.
So, like I said, I hope they have a successful season.
Mhm.
And I would have loved to come to their baseball clinic, but unfortunately, they scheduled it on the same day as mine. When I gave dude the flyer in December, he posts his stuff January 18th.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm sorry I can't make it, but you schedule your camp on my day and my camp at the same time. He scheduled his at 1 to 3, mine's 1:30 to 3:30. Come on, man. Like I said in the in our messages months ago, it's not about competition.
Yeah.
And I said this back in September, but that's the thing with us as people. We're crabs in the barrel, man. It's
Yeah,
like
shit
we
is
can
over.
never reach our high potential if we keep going at each other.
That's
Yeah,
real.
I feel that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So tell us again about the program, man. About your program.
So
How to sign up and everything.
So yeah, it's the Akron Baseball Project Incorporated, February 24th, 2024, from 1:30 to 3:30. Registration will be Home Run HOMERUN 32 Cash App tag. You'll put ABP in the notes, your player's name and age, and it's $40 per player.
Okay.
And we have 12 slots left. Registration ends on February 22nd.
Yeah. So like you got a DJ coming out, you got
Yes.
food, you
Yes.
got former D1s.
Yes.
What else?
Baseball facility.
Yeah.
And just all the knowledge in the building.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to bring hype and the game and the love for the city.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. So other than right here, hitting you through the Cash App, is there any other ways that they can reach out?
Email as well. Home Run HOMERUN Brooks BROOKS 32 at gmail.com. That's another way to contact me as well.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Definitely looking forward to the program. Well, the clinic, I should say. We're looking forward to the season upcoming from the Firestone Falcons. We
Yes.
expect big things from you guys, man.
Yes.
You're looking to see if y'all gonna dub back or you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the goal.
Like we were saying earlier, man, it's hard to repeat because you got a target on your back. Everybody know you won it last year, so they want that shit from y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, go out there and get it, man. We're going to be keeping our eyes on y'all and watching the Beacon Journal and all that shit.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Anything you want to shout out or anything before we get up out of here?
Like I said, I'd like to thank the city of Akron for backing the organization. I'd like to thank all my coaches, my mother, day one. She put the
course.
bat ball in my hand. And I'd like to thank my children as well. I'm a full-time father.
Right.
And last Friday, my son was at school. And the teacher, his art teacher said, Donnell, I seen your dad on TV with the Akron Baseball Project. So he was smiling. He was just like, man, I felt good because it's like, as a father, us growing up.
Right.
I can't speak for everybody, but I know that we probably didn't have our biological father where we could say, man, I'm proud of, to be his son, doing good things and not seeing your dad in the paper because he robbed somebody or he going to jail or, he on channel 11 o'clock news for murdering somebody. It's always good, to feel like, dang, I'm doing something right.
For sure.
So, and my son, he 10, so he plays baseball and football.
Okay.
Funny thing with my son, he started playing baseball. I was kind of hard on him. He had all the pressures, and then he kind of made his own way in football, and now he wants me to be his coach again for baseball. So he took a little vacay for a couple seasons, but now he wants to get back to the stick and ball. So
for sure. That's what's up, man. Stay on him, man.
Yeah, I definitely will.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hell yeah, man. So yeah, thanks again for coming out, bro. Without you, it ain't no us.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Guys.
And yeah, man. We look forward to a successful season, a successful clinic, and everything you got going on, bro. We're gonna keep our eye on the Akron Baseball Project.
Oh, one more thing.
Yeah.
Coming soon, spring baseball clinic in April. I'll have details with that coming soon.
Okay, for sure. For sure. Well, like we always tell our guests who walk through the doors here at Studio 225, we only have one request, and that is,
hey, come back.
Real simple.
that's it. Yeah, man. So with that said, we're gonna leave on this note as we always do.
Now I'm gonna leave on this note here. Like I said, you got one foot on the banana peel. The other foot is sliding towards somebody's motherfucking institution or inside somebody's motherfucking cemetery. Listen, the choice is yours, motherfucker.
Always remember, never forget.
And most of all, remember this shit. The life you may save just may be your motherfucking own.
Dro,
Chris in the building, man.
and our special guest.
Coach Brooks.
Turn that shit up.
A lot of controversy, but hey, that's what